let's talk about what is probably your most powerful and honestly, your most neglected business tool, your website. We're going to dive into how you can transform that site from just an online brochure into your #1 salesperson, one that's out there working for you 24/7, winning you jobs while you sleep.
So let me just ask you this right off the bat. Is your website actually making you money, or is it just another bill you have to pay? Because really, there's no middle ground here. It's either a powerful asset that's bringing in leads, or it's a liability that's costing you jobs you never even knew were on the table.
Now, you might be thinking, hey, my business runs on word of mouth, and that's fantastic. It really is. But here's the reality today. Even when someone gets a glowing recommendation from their neighbor, what's the very first thing they do? You know it. They pull out their phone and they look you up. Your website is that first digital handshake, and you've got to make sure it's a firm one.
All right, let's not beat around the bush. A slow, confusing, or unprofessional-looking website isn't just sitting there doing nothing. It is actively losing you jobs. Just imagine this. A potential client lands on your page, gets a bad feeling, and in 2 seconds, they've clicked away to your competitor. This is happening every single week, even if your actual painting work is the best in town.
And this slide really puts it in black and white, doesn't it? On one hand, a confusing site creates doubt. It hides how great your work is, and it even loses you those precious referrals. But a website that gets it right? Well, that site builds trust from the first click. It beautifully showcases your work, and it turns casual visitors into actual paying customers. The difference is truly night and day.
Okay, so how do we fix this? The first big pillar is specificity. You have to stop thinking of your website as just one thing. The single biggest mistake I see painters make is lumping everything they do onto one generic services page. It just doesn't work.
Instead, what you've got to do is create a dedicated page for each major service you offer. A page for interior painting, another for exterior, one for commercial jobs, one for decks. You get the idea. Now, why does this matter so much? Because that's how real people search online. They're not typing in painting. They're searching for interior house painter near me. These specific pages are exactly how you show up for those valuable searches. And listen, this isn't just some fluffy marketing theory. In super competitive markets, whether you're in Sydney or New York, this one simple change can be the difference between getting found and being completely invisible. It's a game changer.
All right, next up, building trust. Here's the thing your potential customers are looking for. They're not looking for clever slogans, they're looking for reassurance. They just want proof that you're a pro who does quality work. And your website's main job is to give them that proof, instantly. So, what's the most powerful proof you have in your toolbox? Well, it boils down to this. Nothing, and I mean nothing, communicates the amazing transformation of your work better than a good old-fashioned before and after photo. It's immediate, it's convincing, and it just cuts through all the noise. This is the core principle right here. It's simple. Stop telling people you do great work, show them. Your project gallery isn't just a nice little add-on, it's the absolute heart of your sales pitch. So here's a quick checklist for you. First, please use your own project photos. Never use those generic stock images. Everyone can spot them a mile away. Second, pull in your real customer reviews from places like Google. And third, here's a great little pro tip for you, add the customer's suburb or city to the review. That tiny detail makes it feel so much more authentic and relatable to other locals. Now for our third pillar. So a customer has found you, they trust you, you cannot make them work to give you their business. Every single thing on your website should be pointing them to one simple action, contacting you for a quote. Any little bit of friction here and you're losing leads. Let's just walk through the perfect path for a customer. First, they see your phone number right away, and on a phone, they can just tap it to call. Boom. Then they easily spot a simple contact form. They fill in just a couple of key details, and they click a big, clear button that says, Get a free quote. That's it. No hunting, no confusion, no frustration. And when I say simple contact form, I mean really simple. All you need are these 4 things: name, phone, location, and what kind of job it is. Trust me, every extra field you add just gives people another reason to give up and leave. Keep it lean, and you'll keep the inquiries flowing. Finally, let's talk about the foundation that holds all of this together, the mobile experience. And this isn't just another tip on the list, okay? This is the absolute #1 priority. If your website is slow or just looks bad on a smartphone, you've already lost the game. Look, the numbers don't lie.
The vast majority of your potential customers, we're talking 3 out of every 4, are finding you and judging you on their phone. Your desktop site is secondary now. You have to design for the mobile user first, period.
So what does a good mobile site even mean? It's not about fancy animations or crazy layouts. It comes down to 2 simple things: speed and clarity. The page has to load almost instantly, and the text has to be big enough to read without doing that annoying pinch and zoom thing. That's what keeps people on your site.
So let's wrap this all up. Here's your final checklist. Focus on clarity, not decoration. Create those service-specific pages. Make your contact info impossible to miss. Use real photos and reviews to build that crucial trust. And above all else, make sure your site is lightning fast on a phone. That is priority number 1.
And I'll leave you with this one question to think about. You pour your heart and soul and professionalism into every single job you do, right? The question is, does your website reflect that same level of quality? If the answer is no, well, you know what you need to do.